And Trae Young is where we begin our show on this fine Wednesday as we say hello to our senior insider, Shams Charania. Shams, what are you hearing today about Trae's preferred trade destination here?
Malika, Trae Young, the four-time NBA All-Star guard, has the Washington Wizards as his top preferred trade destination. Sources tell me his agents and the Hawks are collaborating on figuring out a trade landing spot. And in the nation's capital, Trae Young would give the Wizards a lead guard for the future. They've got young players. Clearly, they've been rebuilding, but they've got young players that he could build with. And there are relationships that Trae Young has throughout the Wizards organization, specifically with their executive, Travis Schlenk, who drafted Young number 5 overall in the 2018 NBA draft. And so the Hawks now have 3 different paths. One being trading Trae Young by the trade deadline next month. The second path is seeing Trae Young, whether he opts in or opts out of that $49 million player option for next season. If he opts in, he's an expiring contract. If he opts out, that gives the Hawks about $40 million in cap space. So there is traction on a deal. A few days ago, it was agents and players and teams talking, but now there is traction in these trade conversations and his eventual exit out of Atlanta.
All right, so there is not only traction, but there is a top choice where Trae Young wants to go, and that is the Washington Wizards. Shams, thank you. Please do not go too far. We'll check back in with you as this continues to develop. Perk, Chanae, Danny Green here. I don't know if I've ever said on this show, at least in the last 5 years, that Washington Wizards are a top trade destination. But here we are, Perk.
Hey, look. Back the Brinks truck up. That's what this about, right? Yes, you go into a franchise that's going to hand you over the keys, and they've been searching for a quote-unquote star for a minute now. But this is an opportunity for both parties in trade to get max dollars because the Wizards don't have no choice. But I also like the pieces that they have. When we talk about Trae Young, he's a guy that can go out there and get you 25 or 30, but he also is a guy that's going to give you 10 assists and make guys around him better.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. He also had Brooklyn on his trade destination in Minnesota, so that's a place that he would want to win. But I'm also thinking he wants to be a place where it's still his team. You know, he wants to win. He wants to obviously get the Brinks truck to back up. But he wants to he's still young enough, still in his prime. He still thinks he can run an organization and be a part of take an organization to the next level.
Yeah, I also think, new year, you get an opportunity to reset, and this is a perfect reset place because he's 27 years old. He's still young enough to be able to have an impact. And let me just tell you, the only way is up. The only way for the Wizards is up.
For Washington.
And also, you think about it, his skill set to make other people better, he will have the ball in his hands. He will be able to score. This is a perfect opportunity for him to maybe try to do something a little bit better and take his experience in Atlanta. And by the way, I like it when it's geographically easy. You know what I mean?
An easy
go
trip.
from Atlanta to D.C. It's it's not that hard.
Well, in order to make this money work, you would have to think that Washington will have to move on from C.J. McCollum. And we did hear Shams say that this is starting to feel a little bit more imminent. C.J. McCollum has played every single game this year. He is listed as out tonight. Could that be a precursor for this to come even in the next couple of hours?
I've been in those shoes before.
We shall see.
NBA on the ESPN.